All right, rundown Thanksgiving week special. So, as you can tell, we're a little scattered. I'm in a hotel for like the 30th straight day, getting a little sick of that. KFC, Big Cat in New York at their respective places. Today, the date is November 21st. I mentioned it's Thanksgiving week. Shout out to turkeys. This is brought to you by Lisa, mattresses. If you're going to sleep on a mattress, you damn well better make it a Lisa mattress, $75 off. Click on the link, Lisa mattresses. All right, let's get into it. As we always do, pretty much in the fall or this time of year, we start with the NFL. It was a kind of a boring week, right? I mean, I will say the NFC is starting to be kind of interesting, I think, because the Cowboys sort of remind me of the Panthers, to be honest. Maybe I'm premature on that, but a great record, and they look good. You also have Washington starting to look good, and that's a good Thanksgiving. Are those two teams playing each other Thursday? So that's a really good game. You had Dan Snyder dancing around in the booth to jump around, which was great. I would love to put Dan Snyder and Jerry Jones in a dance off. You also had Kirk Cousins doing How You Like It seriously to his GM. My team, the Patriots, were boring as shit. They just Brady played great, but San Fran. Anything else? The NFL, I think it's just it wasn't a big NFL week for me. Dan?
You forgot to mention the camera guy who got blown up by the Viking. That was a clip of the year nominee.
It was.
Can't have worse timing than that to be blown up by like a 300-pound black dude.
Yeah, and by the way, that's that's just amateur hour. I don't know how that happens actually.
Yeah. Insane. As far as the NFL, the play, I don't know when people are going to start taking the Cowboys for real. I think they're 9-1 against the spread. That's almost unheard of. I don't know how many times the team's been 9-1 against the spread. That's a blatant lack of respect, and I'm guilty of it too because I've always just been Dak Prescott has to come back down to earth, but that offensive line is so fucking good. And they play some decent defense. And otherwise, the Redskins, anything else we learned was basically the Packers are an absolute mess. The Bears, of course, continue to be a mess. And the Giants, I don't even think we know what the Giants are still.
Yeah, the Giants actually.
It hasn't been pretty, but they're winning.
Right. Right.
I don't know. Someone asked me this the other day, whether I'd want Patriots-Giants 3. And I think I said this when it was 2, because if the Patriots play the Giants and the Patriots lose, you'd rather be the Giants somehow, because then you're 3-0. It's 4 Super Bowls to 3. But if the Patriots win, then it's it didn't matter that they lost, because then it's just 2-1. We have 5 Super Bowls to 2, so the Giants can't say, "Oh, we own you" anymore, because 2-1, big deal. We got 5. I don't know whether I want them or I don't, to be honest. I know this, and I've said before, if the Giants make it to the Super Bowl versus the Patriots, that will be that'll be a really big fucking deal, because it's either I lose everything that I've had, or entrenched, I take away the one thing we don't have, which is the Giants fans chirping, because then you can't chirp when it's 2-1, no one fucking cares. 3-0. So I don't know what I think about the Giants. I do not know what I think about the Giants. I'd rather just take my chances with the Cowboys. By the way, I do love the Cowboys uniforms. Is that just accepted that everybody loves their uniforms?
Wait, that whole rant was just so much fear being spoken out loud, back and forth. You were just talking to yourself. But I like this, but I don't like that. It was, you could feel the fear on your face in the words you were saying. Yeah. Yeah.
The fact because the Giants are so fucking weird, because they've stunk for the majority of the Patriots' reign, but they've risen up those 2 times, obviously beat us, and it appears they're doing something again, possibly. I don't know what I want. And that pass rush is starting to come. It's a tough situation.
Yeah, you sound scared, Davey.
I'm not scared. It's literally not scared. I just don't know what I want. Do I want to? I'm the type of guy who likes to take my balls and just drop them on the table and see what happens. But this is a lot of fucking balls to put on the table here. Tough one. So I don't know what I want in that situation. College football, speaking of big games, it was not a huge college football weekend. Going to be a huge weekend this weekend. I will be in the electric chair in New York for Michigan.
Right next to you.
What's that?
I'll be right next to you.
Yeah, so
watching you.
Michigan, Ohio State. And then we got to talk about that off camera because I know I think we'd be better off actually being in the electric chair again if it's and I know
you guys are beating Ohio State.
Let's say
Davey, this is going to be such a sweet electric chair for me because I'm going to sit there and needle you all Saturday long. Ohio State, Urban Meyer is going to take out his cock and shove it down you and Jim Harbaugh's stupid fucking throats. It's going to be beautiful. I'm not even an Urban Meyer guy. I actually like Michigan fans. If I had to choose between Michigan and Ohio State, I like Michigan more.
Really? I've never heard you say that.
No, it's you. Yeah, it's you. You tilt every scale. You tilt every scale.
Dan, even before you didn't like me, you always had your thing where, like, you if somebody was wearing a Michigan sweatshirt, you'd be like, see, they wear Michigan.
Oh, they do, and they're the Walmart Wolverines.
That was your most ridiculous, like, oh, look at that guy wearing a
Walmart
Michigan
Wolverines. Hat. It's a bunch of people who didn't go there who, walk around.
That's fairly true, but I will say this, and I'm not making excuses. I don't think I don't have confidence in Michigan this game. It's worse to be in an electric chair where you're like, you think you're going to. Now, don't get me wrong. If this game starts and Michigan's playing well and they're in the game, but it wouldn't shock me if they lost and actually lost kind of. The only thing is I don't know what I think of Ohio State yet. Like, I don't. That's the only thing I don't know. Like, Ohio State beat Michigan State by a fucking point last week. So I don't know.
You just sound rattled in general right now.
Yeah, you're very rattled today. This is a very rattled rundown. Here's what it comes down to is I think Urban Meyer and Jim Harbaugh are very similar guys in a lot of respects, but Urban Meyer is just a little bit smarter than Jim Harbaugh. No, and I think that's just the truth.
No, I think I mean, he's still brand new. Harbaugh is still brand new. Give me like another year or two when we got our guys. I just think Ohio State's more talented than we are still. That's just the facts. But I don't know. We'll see. What is the line in that game? I haven't seen.
Let me check right now.
I bet it's like 4.5 to 4. 4 Ohio State. 3 Ohio State. 3 or 4.
People were wondering what was going on with Stella. She's still here barking.
She's back.
She actually hasn't been barking that much, and I guess she knows that she's on camera again. 6.5. I have 6.5 on my book right now.
Yeah, so I mean, nobody's expecting Michigan to win, so we'll see. But yeah, it'll still be electric chair, so we'll be there for Saturday. And you get the Iron Bowl. The sting kind of is out of that game a little bit. I did like Saban. They played like Alabama, by the way. For as good as Alabama is, the best bet against, they always do this, Alabama. Every year versus like a crap team, they lay a virtual egg. And they did that the other week. Saban looked like he was going to kill somebody. He probably does it on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Mad.
He probably tells his assistant coaches all week, just like tell the boys to take it easy. They're going to win this one by 1 million. And like gets everyone real comfortable. And then they suck. They were up 14-3. It's not like they were losing ever. And then at halftime, he fucking murders everyone. And then they're ready for the Iron Bowl.
We may be the only, big time, highly rated internet Skype show that always puts in Kim-Jong Un, but I just love Kim-Jong Un. It's almost like he's got a comedy writer because everything he does makes me laugh, but it just came out, they tweeted out, he won the best dressed guy in South Korea for the 9th straight year. So it's just like such an outrageous thing. And they treat it so serious. Like, congratulations, Kim Jong-un, 9th straight year, best dressed guy in North Korea. And did I say South the first time? North, in North Korea. And it's like, if you laugh at it in North Korea, they just murder you. That is always the rub with these stories. Like, we're laughing, it's such a joke. But if you literally even like smirk, they murder you with like anti-aircraft missiles.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't just murder you. They like blow you up with fucking rocket launchers. North Korea and Kim Jong, he's just the funniest mass murderer of all time. Yeah. And I used to try to like toe around it and be like, I really shouldn't laugh about it. I don't care anymore. It's fucking hilarious. It's electric. His outfits, his hair. He's the man. He's my favorite dictator ever.
Are you watching college hoops?
Yeah. Wisconsin missed a garbage time free throw to hit the over. Do you guys, I had a little theory here. Kim Jong-un, don't you think he has to let someone else win this once just to like maybe not kill him? Like, let someone win it. Don't kill him. Be like, hey, look, Kim Jong-un, he's such a nice guy. And then the comeback win is enormous.
How much balls would you have to be to accept that victory?
Yeah.
Because he's the type of guy who'd be
Right.
like, you can win. I'm going to let you win. We're going to laugh. And then like 3 minutes later, again, your anti-aircraft missiles like at your house. Like, yeah, I don't mind. You can win it. And then like someone congratulates you and he hears it. It's like, then he murders you. That would be the ballsiest move to accept that. It would be like, yeah, okay, I'll win that. Like, because I don't think Kim-Jong can go 365 without murdering a guy who he let beat him in that. That's how electric he is. We're not at the Barstool Bar.
Lost it by 1 point, by the way.
The worst.
Fucking free throw. Can't.
Was it a close game?
No, it was. I was like lucky to have the extra free throws. Wisconsin was up by 12, so Tennessee shouldn't have been fouling, but still.
Oh, Tennessee fouls to the end. They play that press.
Yeah.
I will say this: nothing's worse on like garbage time free throws when the TV and people aren't really paying attention to the free throws. Like half the time they won't even show it.
Yeah. They'll have like Bill Walton's stupid face, and you'll just be like, "Wait, what happened with the free throw?"
Kanye. So Kanye has canceled the rest of his St. Pablo tour. We got a couple of Kanye Club Cool guys here. I've never seen it, so I don't know what people are missing. So I guess he went on a rant saying he would have voted for Trump, and he made fun of Beyonce and like other people, and everyone got mad. So he's just like, "Fuck it, I'll cancel the tour." What do you got, Pitcat?
As someone who was able to see Kanye in the St. Pablo tour, I feel bad for everyone who isn't able to experience the experience we had. It was so illuminating, life-changing. It was probably the best concert I've ever seen, so sucks for all of you.
I never felt cooler. It was just the coolest moment ever. It's how you become a cool kid. I can't say this is Kanye, if this is just Kanye being Kanye, or maybe if he's like actually lost it a little bit. I'm not sure.
No, I think if he's lost it, is that like a new? Again, I'm not a.
That's what I mean. Like, is this just his general weirdness, or is he having some sort of like actual mental breakdown? Canceling 20 shows, like that's a lot of fucking money.
That's a lot.
You know, that's not just like I'm doing this for publicity sort of thing. I don't know.
Oh, I think just Kanye does whatever the fuck he feels like in the moment. He's just like, I feel like doing this, and I'm Kanye. He thinks he's a god, like, yeah. And I don't mean that. I mean, he thinks he's like probably a Greek god of some sort. That's always the vibe I've gotten off him. So, if Zeus or Euclid was like, I don't feel like doing 20 more shows, they wouldn't be like, I care what. They're just like, I'm going to cancel. Deal with it. Lightning bolt. Boom. Done. My guy, Trump, this is more a question. So it's a question maybe for more Dan, because I know he was more, I think, probably upset about the election than KFC. But now that's over and he's president, and he's still pulling WWF moves, like the getting on Twitter and being like, Hamilton owes Mike Pence an apologies. By the way, it was a highly overrated show, which I think it's like, obviously can't get tickets, so it's not overrated, but whatever. Maybe it is, who knows. And then he goes after SNL again, being like, not funny. Now that he's president and we have a WWF kind of character who apparently is still going to be using Twitter like he's in the WWF, are you kind of in on this now? Like, I still think it's very funny, like, that the president is tweeting like highly overrated at the cast of Hamilton and shit like that. Are you like not into that, Dan?
Oh, I mean, that's always been my problem, is that it is funny on some level. We have a similar sense of humor. Obviously, Trump tweeting like it's an overrated show is funny, but I'm more scared of the people he's going to put in like charge and his cabinet and shit, because whatever. We shouldn't even get into politics. I do think, though, this whole controversy was like the perfect American controversy, because it's like Trump acting like kind of a buffoon on Twitter and doing his whole thing and not presidential like. But then on the flip side, it's these fucking like elite, theater people who are basically saying, you can't watch our fucking show. This is why the country has a problem. Like the show is made for rich people. How much does this show cost? It's like $1,000 for a ticket, right? I
don't think guys like us could
Right. But that's kind of my whole point, is like this super, super elite group, the arts, the fucking theater, the people who are so they're so well educated, and they're saying, like, Mike Pence, you're not, like, get out of here. You're not allowed to be in here. This is why the country is so fucked up, because there's such a disconnect. Everyone's wrong on every side. The only person who said something right was Mike Pence. Mike Pence said the boos were the sound of freedom. And that's exactly right. Like, you're allowed to voice your displeasure on one side or the other, but everyone's fucking stuck in their sides and no one's going to get anywhere.
I wish somebody picked up this fucking Hamilton guy and threw him in a dumpster like where he belonged if he didn't make this one fucking hit. If I don't care what side, you start talking to the vice president like I'm going to fucking guy sitting in a show, you start talking to him like you made an appointment. Get that fucking guy in a dumpster.
I think all the Twitter shit is funny, but it's funny to laugh at Kim-Jong Un because it's North Korea, but when it's actually your country, it's kind of like, oh, wait a minute.
In fairness to me, I'd like to say if Trump starts just murdering people, I don't know. I can't promise that I wouldn't think that would be funny. But if he murders
think it's funny.
Fucking Hamilton,
you
that
think
would be
it's
kind
funny.
of funny.
You're so far gone.
I would laugh at that.
You're so far gone into cartoon life that you would definitely think it's funny. You would.
Kind of like if suddenly
you do a highlights without rights of Trump murdering people.
If we had like fucking if he like stuffed $1 Million Man something down that guy from Hamilton's the worst. He's the fucking worst. Joel,
he really is. He really is.
He is the fucking
he really
worst.
is.
The Joel Embiid guy. So I still call him Guy because I'm still stuck that my brain didn't move on. Joel Embiid puts up 20-something, 26 in a game, hits Philly clubs. He's wearing a Joel Embiid shirt. Has someone else done this? It's a preposterously awesome move, kind of to wear your own jersey to a club. What do you got, KFC?
It takes a certain type of person, though. Like not everybody can do that because you're either going to be a total douche for doing that or everybody thinks it's hilarious. And this guy's perfect. He's awesome. Social media, his jokes, his game. I would love to have that dude on your team. He is blogging gold.
By the way, the line was also 13. I'm getting tweets right now, so it was a double. Nigel Hayes, there was the line and the over, and he had a free runaway at a dunk at the end, and he just stopped.
Oh, the worst!
I can't even believe it.
But Wisconsin, they don't
play like that. I know. I agree.
It's
not by the book. That's not by the book.
Memphis and Kentucky throw that down 1,000%.
Correct. Yeah, windmill it. Yeah. Joel Embiid is funny. He's dangerously close to being the too funny guy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The athletes who, I don't know. He's commenting on all these Instagram posts and all this stuff. I guess as long as he plays well, it doesn't really matter. But as the danger goes with all these things, if he starts playing poorly and he still tries to be the funny guy, it doesn't mix. And people will be pissed.
When you become self-aware, it definitely loses it. But I think he's pretty genuine with all of his bullshit.
Yeah.
He's trying to do it, you know?
He also gets the benefit because I think he's from Africa originally, right?
Yeah.
That adds a whole element. It's like Latin guys in baseball. They can be a little more than, you know what I mean? They can make jokes even more just because it's like, guess what? They don't really speak. English wasn't their first language. This is funny.
All right, so that's the rundown. The post show we wrapped up. You guys wrapped up the two shows at the Wilbur. So KFC Radio. You kind of explained it. People. By the way, have you showered today, Kevin? Your hair is like.
Yeah, I just didn't do my hair.
Like a floppy rag of some sort. Anyways, any thoughts on that? I thought people were freaking out. They were getting mad at me originally. They were getting mad at Erica. They get mad at Dan. I think you cleared it up for the most part. As the company grows, it's hard for guys like Dan or anybody really to do all of it. So we're just trying to build change it up and build it. And I do think Asa's blog today was fucking really well written. And obviously your brother is coming on board, so that'll be the new team. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that. It was really a cake. I thought both shows went really well.
I thought the walk to the Wilbur was a great opener, Dave.
Thank you. Again, I can't really take credit for that. I don't know who Alyssa? Is it Alyssa who's saying she came up with that idea?
But I mean, it was a good idea, but it was well executed. I thought it was really good.
Never mind that. I can't believe it worked technology-wise.
Yeah, that
was way over our heads.
Upset of the century that worked. I mean, we were a little dramatic about it being the end of KFC Radio, but I think the fact that we have Asa, my brother, coming on, and we're going to do something good with it makes it a lot easier. It's not just like Dan's leaving and the show isn't going to be good. We're putting together like a dream team now that I think will be really funny.
Much more of a Van Halen vibe.
What's up?
Much more of a Van Halen vibe.
Right, yeah. And we're still going to be doing live shows all together and like a once a month show where we're sitting on the couch. So, we're really just kind of scaling it back a little bit for Dan. And that's really it. It's not, we don't have to all freak out about it. We don't have to get too dramatic.
Seems like most people have accepted the answer after that. I mean, you kind of threw people off when you're just like, it's over, it's dead. That I think kind of confused people.
Yeah, I mean, well, we said a long time ago we probably should have said this ahead of time, but you didn't want to do that.
It was a very Barstool way the whole announcement went down. There was a while there where people were just like, Big Cat's big timing everyone. He quit KFC radio. I was like, I didn't. I was actually the last person that had to be convinced to stop doing it. But yeah, we'll do it. Maybe we'll try to do announcements better next time. I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not. We're probably just going to keep doing it.
No, and people get mad no matter what. I mean, side note, like the fact that the other thing people are chirping me was fucking Feidelberg did a podcast where he said he got no money for Saturday for the Boys t-shirts, which I don't know how he said that. Like we gave like a whole fucking t-shirt speech. It's like Feidelberg get 10 grand, and people are still saying that's not enough. Those people have no idea how business works, and those people I want to take them by their necks and like choke them. And I don't get the money either, by the way. It's going to fucking. I don't know if you guys saw, by the way. Side note: the Trading Places video that Milmore made for our Black Friday this week, because usually, it's just me. Now it's not, but churning like passing out was sneaky, like one of the funnier videos we've had, which is Black Friday. This Friday, 20% off. So it'll be taking the money out of billionaire Peter's pocket and mine this time around. So
it's going to be a sad day. Pray for Peter.
Yeah, pray for Peter.
Let's do it. Jesus, poor guy.
I don't know. I don't know if he'll be able to make rent this month.
I know.
Poor Pete.
He's going to lose his vineyard house.
Strip mall anyway. So that's pretty much it.
I was just setting you up to say something mean about our boss.
You did. So we will have, I think, one more rundown off pretty much for all Thanksgiving, obviously Thanksgiving week, which we always do. The electric chair will be live on Saturday. It looks like we will have the RV at Jets Pats to watch that. So that's that. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I did. All right. Bye.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.